Hey, everybody, welcome to the America Guns and Freedom podcast. As always, this is just an open chat between me and my viewers, and it's a place where my viewers can chat with my other viewers. Although someone today wanted to make me a Discord. I don't know about that. It scares me, but we'll see. But as I was saying, open chat, ask whatever question you want, suggest whatever topic you want to suggest. Doesn't have to be gun related. And if for some odd reason you ask something I don't have the answer to, maybe someone in the live chat will. So pay attention to the live chat. Participate in the live chat. Chat amongst yourselves. Before we get started here with questions, I like to go see if anybody's ordered any merch and give them a little kudos for helping support TYMP. Chrissy Jones ordered a shirt today and a magnet. Me and Chrissy Jones. We got something going on. Rhythm is way off. And then we got Robert Whitney, got a Guns Don't Kill People, the Government Does shirt. That shirt's climbing in popularity. I wonder how long it'll be till that's my number one selling shirt. People need to go buy some mouse gun shirts so that one doesn't take its place. So thanks to those people for purchasing. We need a Glock 10mm single stack. That's from the previous chat from PGAR. And yeah, that would be cool. Although the 20 is just fine with me, but maybe it's like maybe more like a 29 size in a single stack. That would be kind of better. Cool. Let me see here. You can go to TYMPpistolproject.com if you want to become a member of the channel. You want to buy merchandise like my Come On Man werewolf t-shirt here, where he's hiding behind the tree as you're shooting at him with silver bullets. So feel free to go over to TYMPpistolproject.com. From there, you can become a Patreon member if you want to support pets and vets. You can become a Subscribe Star member if you want to support TYMPP. And there's also a category on Subscribe Star that supports pets and vets because Patreon was getting so low. You can sign up to be a beneficiary of TYMPP over there. And also there's links, like I said, to go buy merchandise. You can do everything from that page if you want to become a supporter or channel member. If you want to be on the scroll at the end of the videos, depends on which scroll you want to be on. There's the Save the 40s scroll. You got to just buy some Save the 40s merch. And there's the Cult of Phil, Church of Phil, not cult, Church of Phil scroll at the end of most of my videos. And to buy that, you just got to buy something from the Church of Phil section. With that being said, let's get what PGAR also said. I love Gary. I hate opossums. It's just possums. You can just say possums. That's actually correct. I looked it up. The what they call it, the Virginia opossum, is technically a possum. So you can call them that. All right, let me go see if we got any chats coming in over here. I don't think anything's changed since we started here. Let me go see. What is today? The 27th. That's not. We got one chat. We may not have a whole after chat today. Can I please get the night sights? I thought they were in the box and never looked for them. Yeah, I'll send them to you. I just forgot. If I hadn't been looking for that piece just now, I would have never noticed they were over there. But I know I told you you'd have them if you wanted them. I just forgot to send them. I should have put them in that box, and I didn't. I think that's our only. So today, John Heasley's the only person that has an entry for today. Nothing over here on these ones. So let's see if there's anything coming in on the live chat, or we may not have questions for a chat today, which is odd because we have 157 people here right now and no questions coming in. Sweep with a magnet to find it. I already said I did that. Been doing that. Y'all watched me do that. Pay attention. I always find the springs, screws, and pins eventually. Well, can't say I always do. Respect your revolver knowledge. What is the best revolver for EDC in 2025? Well, it depends on what your priorities are. If your priority is that it be small, but still a good 357 Magnum revolver, well, then I'm going to lean towards, the LCR-X is great if you're willing to just go down to 5 rounds, one of the best guns, period. However, the new Smith & Wessons in the 32 are or are they 327? Are they 30 H&R or 327? I can't remember which one they use. But those are also very good if you want a small gun, and you can get 6 rounds with the 32. But if you're willing to spend the extra money, you can get 6 rounds of 357 Magnum in not only a small package, but probably one of the best made packages, and that's the Kimber K6S double action, single action. That's probably the best carry small revolver on the market. It has 6 rounds. And then you also got options like the Colt King Cobra carry, stuff like that. But that little Kimber is amazing. Now, if you're going to go up to a more full-size gun, well, Smith & Wesson 686 is plus. It like a 2.5-inch barrel. You're not going to get much better than that. Maybe a 3 if you like a 3-inch barrel. Not going to get better than that for a carry revolver. Unless, of course, you're more into a more refined trigger and you're more concerned to having a clean, refined trigger over having that extra 7th round. Well, then Colt Python. That's why I carry the Colt Python, because I put a lot of emphasis on the trigger on a revolver. So those are some options for you. And it depends on what you're really looking for and what your priorities are. Has the Mini 14 become redundant? Said Heavy J. Well, name another gun just like it. I don't think so. I mean, I still think they're just as relevant today as ever. The Mini 14, the Mini 13, I don't think there's a whole lot of their options in their price range that are similar. So, I think that they don't have a lot of competition, to be honest. Oh, I never did do the emails. I got to do the emails. Hold on, we got a super chat over here I got to get to first. Johnny Mandrick chimed in. Potato salad or macaroni salad? Potato salad. I like potato salad. I don't like macaroni salad. But potato salad's got to be good. It's got to have flavor. It can't just be like potatoes and mayonnaise. But I like it good, and I don't like it real crunchy. I like it more soft materials. I mean, I don't mind a little celery and onions in it, but I don't want it real super crunchy. And I want to make sure the potatoes are soft, because a lot of times you get potato salad and potatoes aren't soft. And I'm just like, well, this is like eating raw potatoes. And I ain't into that. I mean, I have in my past, and when I was a kid, I ate a raw potato, but not something I look forward to. But yeah, potato salad by far. I like a good potato salad. I like a good my favorite is egg salad. I love a good egg salad. Egg salad sandwich. Oh my God, that's good. Good egg salad sandwich. Oh, makes me want egg salad sandwiches right now. I like chicken salad too, and I make tuna salad all the time. But between macaroni and potato, it's definitely potato. It's not even close. I mean, there's not even a competition. It's like different, not only different games, but different ballparks. Pigar says, will there be price increase in oil filters if suppressors are taken off the NFA? I don't think so, because people will just buy cheaper suppressors. Why would you want a big old fucking oil can on the end of your gun? The same people that sell you the little adapters and stuff will just make the suppressor. Where was I? Let's see. Did I answer John Man? Oh yeah, that was the potato salad question. Now I want some potato salad. Also like a good coleslaw. But I hate when people think coleslaw is just grinding up some cabbage and carrots and pouring vinegar on it. It's got to be creamy and kind of sweet. It's just got to be good. Christian Carlson. Not in relation to Carl Carlton, I don't think. Entry. Oh, the super secret stock giveaway entry. Also, need holster recommendation for inside waistband GX4. I have no recommendations for inside waistband holsters. I don't use them enough to tell you which ones are good. I can say that of the ones I've owned, the ones I found comfortable enough to carry were the Alien Gears with the neoprene backing. I don't like leather up against my skin. And sometimes it makes me sweat too much up against my skin, and I sweat through my shirt. So I like the neoprene backed ones. But that's about the only, that is as far as my knowledge on inside waistband holsters go. Don't really have a lot of knowledge on them. Don't carry that way. Never really have. I tried for a while. I tried hard. Did not work. Could not take to it. So we got one more super chat here real quick. It's Chrissy Jones, and he said, "Hail Phil, what do you think of the Bursa 380 Plus? Not a big Bursa fan. 15 plus, otherwise just like the basic model. I'm not going to pretend I'm a Bursa fan. I'm not a Bursa fan. I saw so many broken Bursa slides in my day, especially back when they were really popular there for a while. And when they were broken, the metal didn't strike me as really high quality metal. So not the biggest fan of them. Not saying they're bad by any means. I'm just saying my own personal experience with them ain't great, and I've never been interested enough to own one. Let me get to the emails real quick. I forgot to get to those. Present, share screen, Winder. Here's from Go Shadow. He said, "Photo with the 4 eggs in it." Oops, I got it selected. Quit selecting it. What the fuck is there? We go. Photo with the 4 eggs in it. Want a robin egg omelet? No. Sure, the raccoon skunks would love to get to those eggs. Yes, they would. But you're the robin's eggs. All right, and then we got to share this one. I didn't even know I sold these, but apparently he got one of the stickers. Heavy J got him. He's got the Gary's Last Stand sticker up there. But he also got the good old-fashioned aromatherapy sticker. I didn't even know he made those. Waiting on the magnet. Which sticker did you just get? The Gary one or the good old-fashioned aromatherapy one? I don't know which one you just got because you're showing 2 stickers. Present, share screen, Winder. What is this one? Delivery robot. I've seen those around town and stuff. We need to start where gun shops can do that. Imagine how many of those would get robbed. You'd have to arm them. They'd have to be armed. They'd have to be able to, warning, high voltage electric shock if you continue to touch me. And then guns, maybe a turret on top, spinning turret, at least that shoots gas. And I'm not talking like a mace. I'm talking like mustard gas or something right in their face. And then got one more email here. Where did it go? It was the first one I got today. There it is. And this son of a bitch got a new gun today. West 10 millimeter. Well, I say West 10 millimeter. You bought a 9 millimeter gun. It sounds like that's false advertising to me. Sounds like you're trying to pretend to be something you're not. But he got the CZ Shadow 2 carry. You can tell it's the carry because it's got the decocker instead of the safety. Awesome. Plus, I got one of those, so I know what that looks like. I already have one, but still, the fact that now that you have one makes me mad a little bit because I didn't get a new gun today, unlike somebody else. And I know that sounds petty, but that's fine. I'm okay with being petty. Does not bother me one bit to be petty. I'll be Tom Petty. I'll be Laura Petty. She's still a thing, right? People still know who she is, right? Pigar chimed in and says, "Bursa heat treatment sucks. Love the way they carry." I think he says, "But love the way they carry." He thinks they're good. He doesn't like the heat treatment they use on their metal. I can buy that. It kind of looked like the metal was. It looked like it had been an injection molded piece that wasn't the highest quality. It wasn't up to Ruger's level. But that's kind of a high level Ruger on their injection molded guns. That's kind of a high level. They've pretty much perfected it. Let's see, where was I at here? I got the emails done. I got all the super chats over here and over here. So let's see if there's anything else coming in here. Do you think it is slightly safer for a woman to appendix carry than a man? No. They still got femoral arteries. Even if they split the lips perfectly, they still got a femoral artery. So no, it's not safer. It's not safer to let women carry, period. We all know that they're emotional and hot-headed. They're going to end up shooting someone. Don't give women guns. What's next? You're going to let them drive? Then there'll be one to vote. And then where the fuck will we be? Screwed, that's where. Screwed. Not in the way you're hoping. I've had small parts. Oh, that's your whole life. That's sad. I've had small parts get into the tread on my shoes after stepping on it to try to find it and into my shoes when it fell. I've had parts fall in my shoes before, like you got your Crocs on or something and the part falls in your shoe. I've had that happen. For those who don't know, the first part of the show before we did Shooting the Shit was me trying to find a little piece I lost off of one of my gun lights. I lost the little seed piece that goes over the end of the screw and the cross screw on the stream light. I was unscrewed. I unscrewed it too far and it went boing. And I thought for sure it landed right over here, but I can't find it no fucking where. So I'll try harder in a minute here when we're done. We got 10 more minutes of this, and then I'm going to try to find it again, but I'm not happy right now. Can the Pico be rebarreled to 38 Super? No, I would not attempt to do that. No. John Heasley will take about 2 weeks for the oh, he's talking to John Heasley for the robin's eggs to hatch. Why do you have the 38 Super so much? Even Paul Harrell was a fan of it. Well, that shows he wasn't perfect because it's kind of a shitty round. I think that's why do you have, I think he meant why do you, I don't think that I is supposed to be, I think he put too many L's on Marshall. And I think the have is supposed to be hate. I don't hate it. I just don't think it's good. There's just no point in it. Just get you a 9mm. I lost my place. It kicked me down to the bottom. Would you supply your fantastic t-shirts in ones with a pocket? Your show is terrific. Well, I told you last time, if you get together a list of shirts you want, I can make them in a pocket t-shirt. You just have to email me a list of shirts you want. Yesterday I had to send somebody the artwork for the Pikachu shirts so they could make their own because I can't get them made anymore. But I don't mind making them. Just send me a list of which ones you want. I'm not going to sit here and go through all 100 and something designs I got and make them and then have you buy 3 shirts. You just let me know which 3 you want. I'll make them custom for you. Or whatever it is you want, however many you want, just let me know. How much is for the entry? Well, that's a $10 to get an entry into the double super secret stock giveaway. It's got to be through the PayPal one because YouTube doesn't usually give us the money. So not always. About half the time they give us the money. When they do give us the money, the most we get is half. Even though they say they only take 30%, that's misleading. They take 20% off the gross for finance charges, and then they take another 30% off the gross, not off the net, off the gross. So that is 50%. And then halftime they say that they were inappropriate, and they keep the money and give it to charity to lower their tax burden. Can a 45 Colt Ruger Red Hawk handle a 45 Colt cartridges loaded to 4? No, don't do that stuff. That's how people blow up their fucking guns. If it's not a 454, don't put 454 in it. Probably shoot a couple of them at least, but what would be the point of it, or worth the risk of it? How long to die in the cold do you reckon, like blizzard conditions? Well, not very long. People can die pretty quick of exposure. That's the things you're going to die from first. If you are out in the wilderness, the things that'll kill you fastest is number 1, exposure, 2, water, and then 3, food. Now, there's other things like, I don't know if you'd be like, well, what about if you cut your femoral artery and you start bleeding out? Well, yeah, that'll kill you faster than any of them. But out of just circumstances where you're at, exposure, water, food. That's why shelter is the number 1 thing you need to think about first when you get stuck somewhere. Jacoby chimed in and says, if you could dual wield concealed summer carry any 2 identical firearms, what would they be? Bring out if I could dual wield any 2 guns, be 2 Colt Pythons. They carry the same thing I carry now, but 2 of them. I mean, I'm not going to carry 2 Desert Eagles or nothing. I'm not, what's her face? Let me make sure I'm still caught up over here. Make sure no one's tried to get entries. No. Let me make sure I'm still caught up over here. I am. When can I get some boot grips for the 327 PC? I guess anytime you can find them. I don't know. Oh, where can I get some boot grips? Well, the 327 takes any in-frame grip. So as long as it's a square butt in-frame grip, you can get them anywhere you find those. The grips aren't the hard thing to find for them. It's the damn front sight. I've never been able to find a replacement front sight for them. I bought the slide to finish the Rock 5.7. I think you can also put these sights on that if you wanted to. I think they'll work on that gun too. German potato salad with cubed apple pieces in it is good. No, I don't like German potato salad. Fucking Germans. But leave it to them to fuck up. They fucked up all kinds of things in their days, and potato salad is one of the worst things they've done. That is one of the worst things that the German people have done is German potato salad. I'm not saying it's number 1, but it's one of the top 4 things they've done. Bad things they've done. Top 3. Do you think Michael Corleone should have ordered the hit on Fredo? I don't care. I didn't even watch those movies till like a year ago with my son. I'd never even seen them. And they were good. I didn't fall in love with them like some people did. But do you mix your egg salad with tuna? No, then that would be tuna salad. And I don't like eggs in my tuna salad. I mean, I'm not opposed to it, but I don't do it. But tuna would be the dominant thing there, not the egg. And I would only want egg whites in it, not egg yolk. I think anyone that puts chopped apples in tuna noodle salad should be paddled in public. I would go a little further myself. I think that should be corporal punishment. As an expanding fat guy, outside waistband carry is awesome. However, feel more exposed. Any tips or tricks? Yeah, lose weight. That's one of the biggest tricks right there is just to lose a little weight. But outside waistband, just get your big shirts. I wear my big collarful, heavily printed shirts, and no one ever notices nothing. I was wearing one just a little bit ago. I changed to get on the treadmill. Oh, what are them Shadow 2 carry models? Well, you can't have one. They're not for you. They're not for people like you. They're for good people. Only good people get them. In fact, I think when you go in to buy one, they do a test. Make sure you're a good person. I think that's what the 4473 is. Make sure you're a good person. I answered that to Jane. coin. I said, just let me know which ones you want. Would your son be interested in carrying a Browning high power? He did not gravitate towards the Browning high power. I think he's one of the few people that likes the grip safety on the 1911. And I think the only reason he didn't go with a 1911 is because he already has one. So there would be no reason to buy another one. And he has to find something there's a reason to buy another one. What about some shirts for the civil rights attorney with a cartoon version of the cop and then a QR code to the story? What the fuck are you talking about? I don't have any clue what you're talking about. Did you see the recall that Colt had? I haven't seen any. I haven't looked though lately. Let's see. The CBX bolt action rifles. Is this the one you're talking about? Is this new? Yeah, this is May 15th. So yeah, I don't own any of their bolt action rifles. I think those are incredibly overrated. Everyone's making those now. Those bolt action, like precision, and I just think they're incredibly overrated. It's like a little aluminum frame with a barrel, and they'll want like $4,000 for it. And I'm like, what the fuck with this? This is crazy. It's crazy, I tell you. Red or New York potato salad? I don't like red potato salad, so I guess New York, but I didn't know that's what it's called. It's called it's Southern potato salad. In the South, no one would make red potato salad, nor would they put apples in it. They'd be chased out of town. What I love is like when you go to Southern restaurants up here, like in there used to be a Southern restaurant over that we used to go to all the time in the not the Pearl District, the Hawthorne District. And they had their Southern fried chicken. And I said, well, okay, well, how do you make your Southern fried chicken? They're like, well, it's a skinless, boneless bread. And I'm like, oh, then that ain't Southern. Ain't no one in the South take the skin off their chicken. So I don't know where you get the idea that that's Southern fried chicken. It's not. Frosty donated to the Pets and Vets and says, I know people already have a P320 at home, but have you got to try the Springfield Echelon? Your thoughts? I haven't tried the Echelon, but it's really not a gun I'd be much interested in. It's a striker fired, right? So not one I'd be super interested in. But was that the recall you were talking about with the Colt with their bolt action rifles? See, and that's when something like that actually happens, it's demonstrable, and they'll try it. They'll be like, "Oh yes, this can happen," and they'll take their guns back. With like the SIG, it's like, no, that's not happening. No one can reproduce anything like what they say happens. See, that's why I always say I don't judge a company by whether they ever have a problem. It's how they take care of that problem. That's how you judge a company. Every company's going to have a problem every now and then. It's how they deal with it. I think we're out of time. Let me make sure we're caught up on the supers. We are over here, Frosty. But the Echelon looks cool. And yeah, it looks cool. Which one is it that was the let's see here. Springfield Armory. Handguns. I don't want that. Firearm selector. Handguns. It's not the Hellcat. It's not the Echelon. They used to make one that was a small hammer-fired gun. I don't know if they make it anymore. I don't think they make it anymore. But they made a small hammer-fired gun that I thought was very interesting. Unfortunately, it came out right about the time that everyone found out they were assholes. So I never tried one. But the Echelon, I think, has got a lot of potential. if I like striker fired guns. But let me make sure I'm all caught up over here, and then we will get out of here. Christopher Jones was the last one, and he still is. So we are caught up. Thanks, everyone, for coming today. I appreciate it. Thanks for everyone who weighed in. To the few people who got super chat or got entries into the drawing, thank you for participating and helping pets and vets. People who did super chats, thanks for participating. I'll see y'all again tomorrow. I might have to go to the gun shop again tomorrow. Hopefully, I don't know. I don't want to get up that early. I had to get up today at like 9 o'clock. So I had to have my car and drop it off at 10:30, and then I had to go to the gun shop. And it's just been a really long day for me, and I'm tired. And I still got to work tonight. I got to make videos tonight. But thanks everybody for coming. I do appreciate it. I'll see y'all again tomorrow. Until then, remember, always carry and stay safe until I see you again, which I might not ever see you again. If I don't find this little piece, I just, throw myself off a cliff because this is driving me nuts.